Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go. 90, Wolf.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
5.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Yellow. 15.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Attack.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
52's the mic. Watch Mike. I'm coming.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, 43.
52, Mike Jackson. 52's the mic. Mike 52. Mike 52. Come on, D. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
And let's pin him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Big Ed.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Get your swerve on.
Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Here we go. And Tucson.
On first down, Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set the tone.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 51. Hey, keep,
2nd and 13. He's got Green. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ready? 70, Indy.
You better bring it.
Hard.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Ready?
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Smooth. Let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Get that ball. Under crunch.
Bravo.
Under crunch. Check 52.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Yellow.
Hey, man. Walk.
Yellow. I said it. Let's go. Hey, Ripley.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Take it.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Sony Michel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here we go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, Mike 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Check 50.
Blue draw Corkers. Snap.
Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Go.
Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Watch the run. Shoot. Hey, check 24.
Hey, jet.
On third down, it's Freeman, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Mahomes. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down.
Hey, Fenty.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Haywood. Just pass. Kill. Shift.
15.
They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
I got you. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, moving. You got to get that. 52.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Chiefs take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Hey, Orbit.
2nd and 5. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Box drop.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, pick your
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Keep it up, keep it up. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
51's the Mike, 51's the Mike. All day, all day.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
What I'm talking about.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
General West.
Mike 51, Mike 50.
Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that's caught by Landry. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jarvis Landry, as time expires in the first half, and the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Bailey got the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
First down, Browns.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. That's caught. And again, it's Goodwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now,
well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
57, Mike, 57.
Let's go, defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 85 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Cut. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
You must be. Hey, Wahoo!
They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 51, Mike 51. They gonna need some therapy.
2nd and 1. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and 1, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you...
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquise Goodwin, 65 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
42. Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 3rd quarter in Indy. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Freeman, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
At the 40-yard line.
Down. 70, Indy. Hey, lock it.
Don't let him breathe.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today.
Check 26, check 26. Run to the ball.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Now.
On second down, Freeman. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Greystone, travel. Watch the screen. Check 43. Go. Motion. Five. Hey, check. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. It's our field.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What we got?
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go. 30 base. 80 weapons. Slam. Hey, Delta. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going back to Landry. This time he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
49, Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
12 yards on the play. Leads to 3rd down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
57, Mike, 57. I'm not ready. 57 is the Mike. 57 is the Mike. Hey, go.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to throw. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
57, Mike, 57.
Back to throw here. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that, as a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Second down in inches. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the ground, Michel. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On second and 11 now. Mahomes, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now Michel. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he spins away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Watch the run. Hey,
Ready.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point.